the reality that the Trump Musk administration is working towards dismantling the Department of Education, the very department that was established at the end of the civil rights movement to try to stand in those gaps, those inequities that have been built in every single social system in this country, especially education. For our most marginalized students, our students with disabilities, our students who come from low income families, our Black and Brown and Indigenous students. The very purpose of his existence to fight for their civil rights and that they have all the resources they need when they need it, that Donald Trump is working to dismantle that department, to gut it, to take the funding from it, to take our public dollars and put them into private schools so he can completely destroy public education, the foundation of this or any democracy. We will not be fooled by what he is doing. And it's why educators and parents and students themselves are standing up all over this country and saying, no, no, you will not take money from our babies to give to billionaires.
So last week in the White House briefing, the press secretary Caroline Levitt said that Pell Grants and civil rights, all of those will be placed in other places. Do you believe that?
Absolutely not. That is an absolute scheme. We know that. Donald Trump was very clear. And Project 2025 is very clear. They want to take money out of public schools to give to private schools. So they're not using that money and putting it in other departments. They're also not going to send it to the states or localities. They're not going to do that. You have but to follow the budget fight to know they are gutting Medicaid, they are gutting education. That is their plan. And they intend to live up to that plan unless we, the people, stop them. And that's exactly what we're going to do.
Are you already hearing from grassroots parents saying that their children are having problems? Are you hearing about problems yet?
Absolutely. We already have special education teachers who are losing their jobs. We already know the funding that has been taken, specifically assigned to over almost 500,000 education jobs from teachers to paraprofessionals who serve our most marginalized students. That's already happening. We know that the president doesn't have the power to actually dismantle the Department of Education, but he is already taking funds from it, fired half of their workers. That necessarily meant that the next day, parents were calling to get help for their students who needed to fill out financial aid forms could not get it. So the impact is being felt right now on parents, students, and communities.